The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making it to its ring, from the tales of Sinbad, The Rock!
Good evening, wrestling fans from the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. This is the Animated Wrestling League, episode 282, and we've got two championship matches for you tonight. The Intercontinental Championship will be defended, and in the main event, the ladies take the lead. It's the Joshi Tag Team titles, Queens of Wrestling, the Augments. I can't wait to see that. We've also got Sekai-Gun versus F.I.S.T in tag team action, where points are on the line. But we're starting off with a somewhat unusual singles match. It's going to be the rookie sensation of Season 14, The Rock, versus a man that we usually only see in a tag team situation. He'll be striking out on his own. Big Jerry of the Empire against The Rock, one-on-one. This is a match I personally cannot wait to see. It will be the Unstoppable Force. Unstoppable Force meets the Immovable Object as the beast from the mythology of the world, The Rock. And as I always say with The Rock, it's not what's on the outside that matters, it's what's on the inside that counts. I'm keeping this take. We're going with it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be an hour of power, 4 matches for you tonight, and I cannot wait. The Rock in the ring, anxious, ready for action, as he faces the powerhouse. There you see, that's what you're really dealing with under that ridiculous costume, as The Rock awaits the coming of the largest athlete on the roster. And I mean that in terms of weight, not height. And there, for the first time ever, you can actually see the 4 members of the Empire, male and female, together at one time.
And his opponent, representing and accompanied by the Empire, he is the reigning British Openweight Champion, the working class warrior, Big Jerry!
Last week saw the debut of Jessica Kidd and Emily Nagasaki in a victorious tag team match. Now they will act as seconds and corner women for Big Jerry in this match against The Rock, and of course Frederick Victor, the leader of the Empire, at ringside as well, the still British Openweight champion. Over the offseason, Big Jerry actually returned to the United Kingdom, made several defenses of that title, and I think the longest one ran maybe 7 minutes. So Big Jerry on a roll right now, and we'll see if that singles role in his home nation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland will hold up as he continues into Season 15 of the Animated Wrestling League here in Tokyo, Japan. Senior official Joey Bob Ganoush has the call for this match, and we're off. 10 minutes on the clock, and oh! Unstoppable Force meets the immovable object, and the object finally moves. A running lariat from The Rock would knock down almost anybody in the world, but not Big Jerry. Atomic drop. I believe Britain's an atomic power or a nuclear power. Pretty sure they are. Yeah, Trident. Yeah, they've got that before they had that. Old references. Hip attack by Big Jerry in the corner. If this were a bench press contest, I'd give the advantage to The Rock. A wrestling match, I genuinely don't know. Duck down, and they collide. Nobody moves a step. Big Jerry thinking superplex, back into the ring, and he nails it. Frederick Victor very happy about that cover for the 1. Kick out. Minute in, and it's been all Big Jerry with the elbow strike. The Rock tries to mount some kind of a comeback here. And interesting, some left jabs from Big Jerry. I believe he's right-handed. Flapjack, one-man flapjack into the ropes. That's not considered a weapon strike, ladies and gentlemen, because he's hitting the ring with his opponent. He's not hitting his opponent with the... It's weird, trust me. Oh, we have a cover. One. Not exactly sticking to British World of Sport rules here. So Frederick Victor has been known to introduce that to the AWL in the past. Irish whip into a corner. Doesn't matter which corner at this point. Oh, this is not good. Picks him up and deposits him like a small child. Clubbing forearms and a head to the stomach. What is this? Up the top, slingshot, back into the ring. Forearm right across the bridge of the nose. Well-placed strikes. Usually, Big Jerry's a little bit more wild with his strikes because he knows at his size he doesn't have to be particular, but he's being a lot more precise in this match. I think that may have been a result of his time in the United Kingdom over the off-season. And now into a cover, referee checking the shoulders are down. They are 1, 2. A moment's hesitation by the referee might have been the difference between victory and defeat for The Rock. Rock back to his feet. Can he take full advantage? He's going to try a forearm strike across the bridge of the nose, or a seat from earlier in the contest. 3 minutes roughly have elapsed. 7 minutes remain. Every win matters here in the AWL. Your win-loss records determine whether or not you get placement in tournaments, whether or not you get a chance to enter the best 4, whether or not you get a chance to compete for a title. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that! Caught him! Gut-wrench suplex by Big Jerry. I think that was an improvised move. I don't think that was what he intended to do. The hip attack across the small of the back. Trying to take out the core strength of The Rock, and that's a good idea, too. Because the last thing you want The Rock to be able to do is lift you up to the rock bottom. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, a huge lariat! This has not been a technical, scientific wrestling match, ladies and gentlemen. Spinebuster, picking the big man up, and now Big Jerry's tag team partner. Uh-oh. He's thinking rock bottom. Is he gonna get it? Isatsuasa, rock bottom! Into the cover, that should be it. Wait a minute, again, Frederick Victor getting involved. That was easily a 3 count. Big Jerry's too good for this. Big Jerry is a skilled wrestler. He knows what he's doing. He's got all the tools he shouldn't need. And he's not going to have Frederick Victor, who's just been ejected from the contest. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, making the absolute right call, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. The 2 Joshi members of the Empire still at ringside, however. Irish whip into the corner, hip attack. 5 minutes. Big Jerry looking for something big. What's he thinking? Oh! Clothesline from hell. 1, 2, 3. You just saw a man win a wrestling match with a clothesline. I want that on the record.
Here is your winner,
He won a wrestling match with a clothesline. Okay, we have our first of 2 title matches coming up next, and it's Lee Masters attempting to avenge his sensei.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, 1 submission or a knockout, and it is for the Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Championship.
Is something wrong with the lights? Well, anyway, Lee Masters coming out here, originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota, now residing in Las Vegas, Nevada, when he's not here for the AWL season. And he is trying to avenge his sensei, his master, his teacher, Matt Classic Sr., who lost the Intercontinental Championship 1 week ago to the man who currently holds that Contender's title. So this is personal, this is not just business. And if this man, the scion of submission, Chiba Akagi from Yokohama, the Intercontinental Champion, if he can hold the title, if he still holds the title at the end of the night, he's going to have to deal with the Suplex Master next week. The new Classic students of Matt Classic Sr. lining up to the challenge, and Chiba Akagi, to his credit, accepting the challenge. He knows he needs 5 title defenses to cash his ticket to the Grand Championship, and that's what's going to start, he hopes, right now. Our greatest victory over a rival wrestling company, taking one of their titles in legitimate fashion, and now it's our Contenders title.
Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, the penultimate fighter, the technical wizard, Lee Masters.
A Season 0 original.
And his opponent, he is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion. Tonight, making his first title defense, the scion of submission, Chiba Akagi.
About 4 years pro.
This is an officially sanctioned Intercontinental Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Papaganoush in charge.
A trained mixed martial artist versus a professional wrestling submissions expert. Nearly a decade of experience separating these two. And Lee Masters, the veteran, with a running high knee, takes his opponent down immediately, and Chiba Akagi, realizing he's going to try something else, S-grip on the butterfly, just as a takedown. 30 minutes on the clock in this championship match. And rolling outside the ring, the referee will begin the 20 count. Very quickly they return to the ring. I'll remind you, the pinfalls and submissions only count if they take place inside the 20 by 20 foot AWL ring. Double leg takedown with a bit of a twist by the mixed martial artist, the penultimate fighter, the technical wizard, the Season 0 original, Lee Masters, the most decorated tag team wrestler in AWL history. He has never been all that successful when it comes to singles titles. And a nice roll through and an Alita style arm drag by the scion of submission. I was expecting this to be a technical clinic, but it's turned into more of a brawl. I guess because Lee Masters decided he didn't want to trade holds with going for an Indian Deathlock. He's got it. Indian Deathlock applied. That is absolutely horrible. That will destroy your legs. And if a man can't stand, he can't fight. And that's what Chiba Akagi realizes that a lot of submission wrestlers don't get, is it's not about getting the win on every hold. It's about hurting your opponent, taking away their legs, taking away their arms, taking away their core, causing them pain, distracting them, getting in their heads. Masters now looking for the advantage. Mount position into the cover. 1. Barely a 1 count. 5 successful title defenses of the Intercontinental Championship, and you get a free shot at the Grand Championship under the stipulations of your choosing. Submission opportunity again. Almost a similar to Lee Masters' own disaster lock. Snap vertical suplex. And a little bit of showboating. He's always had the ego. He's always been the ego of the New Classics team. Duck into the clothesline. Up. Drop kick. Beautiful. Textbook drop kick by Lee Masters. They call him the technical wizard for a reason. Now in his more than 15 seasons with the AWL. Chiba Akagi going for something on the corner here. Misses. Big miscue, miss time. And you know Lee Masters is going to take advantage, and he does with the backdrop driver. Days with Keshimura Shima with that one. And there we are in a camel clutch. But if you break the grip, there goes the camel. Very simple. Escape by the Scion of Submission. Masters just didn't have the weight advantage to take full control there, I think. And now going up to the arm. Oh, and the elbow. That's smart. Take away an arm, you take away a lot of submission opportunities. Kick to the midsection, DDT, no, vertical suplex. And into the rear naked, the kid for the clutch. He's got the rear naked choke with the body scissors. The title is on the line here. And not only does Chiba Akagi save the Intercontinental Championship, I think he just drew first blood. Into the cover. 1, 2. Lee Masters, part of the first ever class of AWL wrestlers. Chiba Akagi, a member of the bumper crop of 2015 rookies out of the dojo. What is this? Oh! Holy hell! Chiba Akagi pulling out all of the stops tonight. The cover for the 1.
Open K-Con. 5 minutes past.
Only 5 minutes elapsed, and that's been probably the most action-packed 5 minutes I've seen in a long time. Full Nelson sits down, and he's got him. The Gordian knot, he calls this. That is gonna be torture to your arms. Miss with the strike in the corner. Chiba Akagi in control. He's got the toe hold. And you'll notice that in the truest MMA style, Lee Masters doesn't wear wrestling boots. 1, 2. So anything that goes for the ankle, that goes for the toes, the spinning toe hold, the ankle lock, something like that, that's going to hurt even more because it doesn't have the protection of his boots. Oh, what do we have? Manjigatame, but really close to the ropes. As the technical wizard able to leverage his way out of a bad predicament. Spinning armbar into a hammerlock. Oh, with a bit of an arm breaker at the end. The AWL fans going absolutely nuts here in the arena, as you can see and hear, I'd imagine, by now. 23 minutes, 30 seconds, all the time in the world. Spinebuster, double leg takedown, double leg press for the 1, 2, 3. No, the title remains currently with the champion, at least for the moment. Oh, what do we have here? Again, going after the arm. Going after the arm, trying to reduce the effectiveness of that Manjigatame. And now what is he thinking? Yeah, we've seen this before. He's going for that rear naked choke. Suplex into the rear naked choke. And I think he's got it pretty stiffly locked in. Again, the champion knows the counter. What do we have now? Just a very simple butterfly takedown, I think. Yes. What will he transition into? Is he going to go for a cover? Is he going to go for the submission? He's going for the straight cover. 1, 2. Chiba Akagi not sticking to his usual game plan. Tries to go maybe for a Dragon Sleeper. But the penultimate fighter gets back to his feet. Elbow strike by Chiba. Who's going to lock on that final hold? And I think it's going to be Lee Masters, the challenger, fireman's carry. DDT countered by the champion. More than 8 minutes in the ring already. Knife edge chop. Neck breakers. Going to try to roll him through. Yes, he does. And that's it. A clear tap out. Chiba Akagi, by the skin of his teeth, quite frankly, retains the Intercontinental Championship.
Here is your winner, and Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, Chiba Akagi.
1 down, 4 to go. Could he be the second man to cash in the Intercontinental title? Time will tell. Coming up next, they've met in Atomicos matches. They've met in trios matches. This time, it's 2-on-2 tag team action, and you better bet points are on the line.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the tag team combination of the Arab-American Dream, Hassan, and the most Canadian man in the world, Kid Canada. Together they are Sekai-Gun. Currently they have 0 points.
Sekai-Gun currently 0-2 against the forces of F.I.S.T. However, those losses came in Chikara specialty matches, the 8-man Atomicos match, and the 3-on-3 trios match. Tonight, we're into the AWL's specialty. We've got a team of former AWL World's Tag Team Champions in that man, Hassan, and the most Canadian man in the world, Kid Canada, on the right-hand side of your screen there, as T49P, Team 49th Parallel, they held the World's Tag Team titles. Will they represent the AWL properly in tag team action? I certainly hope so, but they're going up against, officially, the best Chikara has to offer.
On their opponents, they are the reigning Chikara Campeones de Parejas, Travis Huckabee and Tony Deppen. Together they are 2/3 of Chikara's most dangerous trio. This, in the Animated Wrestling League, they currently have 0 points.
That's right, it doesn't matter what you've done outside of the AWL, we respect Los Campeonatos de Parejas. However, in the AWL, F.I.S.T. currently a team with 0 points, as are Sekai-Gun at the moment. So they have to prove themselves all over again in this organization. I'd like to thank each and every fan in attendance for braving the Japanese heat and humidity to make it out here tonight to our fully air-conditioned arena. We think that might have something to do with the attendance figures in summer. And wait a minute, oh, inverted DDT, lethal combination by that jerk Tony Deppen, starting us off against the most Canadian man in the world, Kid Canada, former Grand, and that's actually something interesting here. Both of these men, Kid Canada and Hassan, former AWL Grand Champions. And of course, tag team champions. Oh, wait a minute, a couple of cheap shots by that jerk Tony Deppen in the truest and finest F.I.S.T. tradition. Now, their compatriot Icarus couldn't be here tonight, unfortunately. But F.I.S.T. still properly represented, I would say. As you're watching this, we're a couple of weeks away, I believe, from the King of Trios tournament, where, of course, the trio of F.I.S.T. will be competing. Some nasty knee strikes and a low drop kick. Don't let the diminutive and admittedly very diminutive size of Tony Deppen fool you. He is a nasty little rat. And I mean that in the nicest way. Running dropkick into the corner. Kid Canada takes advantage. Going for the alley-oop. Drops him right on his ass. 13 minutes and change remaining. Vertical suplex. This is unfortunate to see. These are two of the least experienced wrestlers, not the most experienced wrestlers, certainly not the least now, but not the most experienced wrestler. Oh, what is this? What is he doing? Saying, come at me, bro, and he gets it. Lariat by Kid Canada. Don't give a technical wrestler the caliber of Kid Canada the opportunity. Oh, Meteora. Bit of a sloppy Meteora, but it worked. Leg sweep by Kid Canada. The size difference here. Diving tag. In comes the Golden Grappler, the master of the Johnny Kidd Invitational Tournament, most recent winner of that tournament. I'm not sure if there is a Johnny Kidd Invitational scheduled for season 20. I'll have to look that up. Might come after, probably would come after King of Trios. Tag made. In comes the Arab American Dream, Hassan, the Triple Crown Champion. He's held the Grand Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, and the World's Tag Team titles on multiple occasions with multiple partners. The only thing he hasn't done in the AWL is win the New Year's Tournament, the Oshogatsu Taikai. But given his win-loss record, I think it's pretty much a guarantee that he will be entered in to that most prestigious of AWL tournaments come the turn of the year. Tag made. In comes Kid Canada again. Quick tags in and out. Good tag team strategy. Keep your opponents off guard. While Kid Canada and Hassan may have similar size, similar experience levels, they're very, very different wrestlers. So keeping your opponent off guard, keeping your opponent not sure who they're fighting, is actually a really good strategy for a team like Sekai-Gun. Oh, what is this? Going to be another running drop kick. Yes, it is. 11 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time for anything to happen. Jawjacker. Vertical vertical drop brainbuster. That jerk, Tony Deppen, somehow muscling the bigger man up and down. May have been going for a military press slam, but couldn't get it, and transitioned wisely, I would say, into the brainbuster. Elbow strike. And all of a sudden, it's a fair fight. Oh! Right hand of God. The fist of fist, perhaps we should call that. Deppen throwing literally every last gram of his body weight into that. Oh, now was he thinking? Punt kick! Right to the skull. The referee, not a referee in position 1, 2, 2.9. The referee slightly slow, not seeing what is in many promotions a banned move by that jerk Tony Deppen. Not realizing he should probably count there. Half a second away from defeat and humiliation for Sekai-Gun. Here comes the tag again. Oh! Back elbow blocks the slap. Deppen, I called him a rat. More like a snake. He keeps showing just how flexible and adaptable he is. And these bigger, stronger, frankly better wrestlers on the AWL side, they just can't seem to hit the guy. Someone checking for oil or grease or something. Tag made into the Golden Grappler. 9 minutes remain. Oh, backbreaker into the Russian leg sweep. Shoulder tackle by Hassan. The Arab American Dream. Tag made. What do we have here? Kick to the midsection. And wait a minute, Canadian Destroyer! In the corner. And, oh, the Canadian Crunch. One, two, Huckabee doesn't know where the heck he is right now. What is this? Texas chair. So the illegal man, fortunately, no disqualification for that. 8 minutes on the clock. Fireman's carry position. Oh, Canadian Firehouse right into the top rope. Drag the opponent into the center. Now denied by Kid Canada. Lariat! Followed up by a penalty kick. Or should that be a power play? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, no, not again. Oh! We're thinking border cross here? No, we're not going to get it one way or the other. Whether they're thinking about it or not. Harley Race-esque knee lift. May he rest in peace. 7 minutes remain. Canadian Destroyer! Second time, and somehow, what the heck does he do to his neck muscles? How does he train? And that's, oh god, a shoulder break pile driver. Kid Canada getting desperate and violent here. He doesn't want to beat Travis Huckabee right now. He wants to break Travis Huckabee. And now cutting off, even though Huckabee escaping, Sekai-Gun has still successfully cut the ring in half. Oh! Drop kick right to the skull. These Fist guys, they may be small, but they know what they're doing inside that ring. And they're not afraid to show off every once in a while. Oh, great counter by Kid Canada. Is he going to allow the tag? Oh, yes he is. He probably didn't want to, but he does. And oh, right there, that jerk Tony Depp with a knee to the nose takes that control, but not for long. Tag Kogeki, no, not this time. Canadian Crunch! The Canadian Crunch connecting on the nose of Tony Deppen. 1, 2, through! With 5 minutes left, remember in the event of a countout, in the event of a time limit draw, it's a push, and we will have a rematch next week if we need to. And another vertical drop brainbuster, this time to Hassan. And what is Deppen thinking? Can Hassan counter in reverse? Yes, he can. He just barely backsteps it, but eats a full bodyweight DDT on his way down. And a flurry of, appropriately enough, fists. And a knee strike. Into the cover for the 1, 2. No, Hassan kicks out of his own volition, seconds away. Let's look at the dead-eye stare of Michael Dunn in the corner behind those sunglasses. Watching and learning from everything he sees here, he knows his membership in Sekai-Gun is the biggest opportunity of his career. Snapmare takedown into the penalty kick. Less than 4 minutes on the clock now. And finally, we get a tag Kogeki. The referee trying to assert some authority over Travis Huckabee in the other corner. Drag and into the Fist corner, the Fist Order as they were once known. Tag made. What is this going to be? Oh, high, low. When they go high, when we go high, they go low. And with about 3 minutes and change on the clock, F.I.S.T is completely retaking control of the contest. What is Huckabee? Oh, Huckabee is thinking something very not good. He's thinking oh, man. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, not from up here. What does he do? Oh! Super underhook suplex. 1, 2. Underhook superplex. Avalanche underhook suplex. Call it what you like. And now all 4 men in the ring. The referee's got to regain some control here. 2.5 minutes. Mark, and there's a trapezius claw. I don't think Huckabee has the leverage, and he certainly doesn't now. Pull that maneuver off. Canada he's going to come up with something here. Single leg takedown. And the inside of the knee, the human leg not designed to bend in that direction. Whip into the corner. Here we go, Canadian Destroyer! And Huckabee busted open badly. 1, 2, 3! Victory for the Sekai-Gun and the Animated Wrestling League. 1-2. And the only match with points on the line. Canadian Destroyer. That was a thing of beauty.
Here are your winners, now with 1 point. Hassan, Kid Canada, Sekai-Gun.
Well, the men of the Animated Wrestling League have proven their superiority in tag team action over interpromotional rivals. But now it's time for the Joshi division to do the same. Maybe not interpromotional, but certainly inhuman. It's the Queens of Wrestling defending their tag team titles against the Augments. And that sickening symbol of Dr. Jigoku. And that twisted, inverted, perverted music. And there you see the man with his ill-gotten golden opportunity around his neck. And of course, his minions for the evening.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 1 fall, 1 knockout to the fight match. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League, Joshi, and Team Championship.
Dr. Jigoku will of course act as second cornerman whatever for Koroshi Machine, the cybernetic assassin, and the X-Drone, his fully robotic copycat. They picked up their second and third point last week, defeating the Unholy Alliance of Monster Union. Now they get their opportunity, the third time in the history of the AWL Joshi Tag Team titles that they have been defended by the inaugural champions and the two greatest female wrestlers we have ever had in the Animated Wrestling League. And in the case of Akira Merune, mathematically, I think probably the best wrestler we've ever had. And there they are, the Queens of Wrestling. In the orange and purple, you see the undefeated Mistress of 1,000 Holds, the dual champion. And of course, in the green and blue, that is Dragoness, the second-generation wrestler, doing her family proud. Each and every night she steps into the ring here in the Animated Wrestling League. And I will point out that Dragoness, the only losses she has suffered in her career have been at the hands of her tag team partner, and in the ladder match where Akira Menone first got her hands on the singles Joshi champion. And it's all about, this is a big fight feel, big fight atmosphere here in the arena. It's all about those beautiful red leather Joshi tag team titles. And let's make these introductions official.
Introducing first the challengers. Tonight, they cash in their 3 points, accompanied by their creator, Dr. Jigoku, Koroshi Machine, X-Drone, the Augments, and their opponents. They are the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions. Tonight, making their 3rd title defense, Akira Menone and Dragoness, the Queens of Wrestling. This is an officially sanctioned Joshi Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, senior official Joey Pomgarush in charge.
The undefeated double champion against the monstrous cyborg killer. Well, not necessarily killer, she's called Koroshi Machine, but I don't think I've ever actually seen her, korosu anybody. Alright, 30 minutes on the clock in this Joshi Tag Team Championship match. Victory by pinfall, submission, or referee's stoppage will cause the titles to change hands. Victory by disqualification or countout means nothing. And of course we have that extended time limit to prevent or at least minimize the chance of a time limit draw. Tag made, first double team of the match. Off of the ropes, up and down. Boom! Double kicks to the spine and whatever fluid sacs are substituting for breasts on that cyborg. Yeah, Dr. Jigoku makes a cyborg who has, big obvious jubbly bits. Oh, wait a minute, Gugaplana! Go up, down! Can't get the cyborg, the huge weight advantage, meaning that Dragoness cannot get Koroshi Machine that far up, but she does manage to break the hold, and she officially realizes what she has to deal with now. Tag made, and now the ultimate question whenever it comes to the Augments, who is the X-Drone going to copy? Is it going to copy the submission stylings of the Mistress of 1,000 Holds? Will it copy the all-round capabilities of Dragoness? I do not know. We're going to find out as we go here. And of course, it's a mystery to you, it's a mystery to me, it's a mystery to the Queens of Wrestling, most importantly. Field toss most of the way across the ring by the perennial challenger. The only woman who's challenged for the Joshi Championship 3 times, lost all 3 of those matches. Tag made, double T. Oh, they're definitely going. Oh, I thought that was going to be the Royal Proclamation. But no, an interesting vertical suplex, super kick combination, roundhouse kick, I should say. And we still have no idea who the X-Drone is copying. Is he a tag Kogeki here? No, we're not. Reversal by Koroshi Machine across the hypotenuse. And is he a reversal also across the hypotenuse? I just like saying the word hypotenuse. It's not a word you get to say in daily conversation that often. Tag made. Double hip toss. I don't think they can get Koroshi Machine up for the Royal Proclamation. And there's an Indian Deathlock. The legs are figure forward, pressure on the knee. That was an absolutely horribly painful move. Is the Mistress of 1,000 Holds facing her doppelganger? I don't know. Back elbow. Get to the midsection. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! A Heidi Kanrona. And I think that's more of Dragoness's style. And Akira Merine. Oh, no! Went for that sliding Boston Crab. Got kicked in the face for it. Did the champion. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, that is definitely a move of Akira Merine. And the X-Drone has just tipped its hand. Knee to the midsection. And now the rolling Boston. That's how you do it properly, ladies and gentlemen. But the X-Drone able to reverse position and force her way out of that. A little bit of wrestle maths for you as we approach the 5-minute mark, 25 minutes remaining.
Open, take on. 5 minutes. 5 minutes pass.
Yeah, I only do that when I feel like it. Knee to the midsection, sending her partner off of the ropes there. Alley-oop. And I think not only is the undefeated streak in danger, the tag titles are in danger as well. I think it's possible that Akira Merine literally has met her match. Oh, body scissors into a half Boston. Definitely a Mistress of 1,000 Holds being copied like a cheap Xerox machine. That's what it is. The X-Drone's basically a fancy Xerox. Cap, tag made, and now Dragoness knows what she's dealing with here. Beautiful rolling lariats by the ever nimble, ever agile, ever inventive Dragon Drop number 1. The finishing move bequeathed to her by her father. 1. Broken up. And oh, wait a minute. Dr. Jigoku, what's he doing? And the metal chair being slid into the ring. I don't know if Croce Machine has her sensor to pick that up. Fisherman Buster by Dragoness. And I think deep down, a little bit of Dragoness is thinking, this is an opportunity for me to beat Akira Merine in technique, if not in actuality. 1, 2. And the chair still sitting ominously inside the AWL ring. Oh, what do we have here? Arm breaker. No. Stretching the arm. The referee sees the chair, removes it from the ring. 7 minutes into this now. Oh! Trying to take off that arm. Remember, the X-Drone is not human, it is a robot. Spinning kick to the midsection. I don't think I've seen Akira Merine do this in a while. What is she thinking? DDT! Credit where due, that was pretty awesome. Referee has begun the 20 count. As Dragoness not particularly eager to return this to the ring, at least not immediately. A count out only helps the champions, of course. Champions advantage. The challengers have to win, the champions have to not lose. And that is a big difference. Going for a body slam. People tend to underestimate the weight of a robot. 21 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Off the ring post. Rolling into the center. Tag made. And in comes Akira Merine in her mirror match. Oh, broken. Neck breaker, almost using the ropes there, I think. Into the midsection. Oh, scorched through elbow by the mistress of 1,000 holds and more than a few strikes. And now, it's man against machine. It's technical wrestle against powerhouse. And this is what we saw earlier with the half Boston. Too close to the ropes. Referee calls for the break almost immediately. That's the problem with a wild move like that being executed on an opponent as big as the challenger in this match. And we're almost at the 10-minute mark of the 30-minute time limit. Right hand, what do we have here? Russian leg sweep, going to the seated Manjigatame. This is one of her favorites. But no, able to slip the head free. That gives Kuroshi Machine the wherewithal to escape.
10分経過、10分経過、10 minutes, 10 minutes past.
There's the tag. And finally, Royal Proclamation has been decreed. Victory, maybe. 1, 2, 3. No! I thought that was going to be a 3 count. Dragoness, to her credit, recovering quick. Going for Dragon Drop, number 3. Learning well under the... That's a good student under the learning tree of her father. But it's going to take some of her original... Oh, what is it? What is this? Cloverleaf. Ansatz Buretto. Midsection, what do we have? Dragon Drop number 1. Doesn't use number 2. I don't think you can use 2 that well against an opponent like Kuroshi Machine. Cover for the 1, 2. Defense not in time. Akira Merene not there for the defense, unfortunately. The referee, he will disqualify, but that would again only help the champions. So the referee going to be a little more lenient in this title situation, I think. Spin kick. Off of the ropes. Okay, we've seen this before. The single leg drop kick. Made famous in her family. The tag is made. In comes the technique, the hardware, the software of Akira Merene, but not the heart, not the spirit, not the fighting spirit of the Mistress of 1,000 Holds. Oh, looking for a second Royal Proclamation, but this time not going to work. Oh, Dragon! No, went for the Dragon suplex, but the full Nelson reversed into an Alita, Mexican arm drag. And now a Dragon sleeper, not the standing river inversion. Never want to let her grab the leg. Indian Deathlock. Yeah, definitely Akira Merene's techniques. Dragoness has to either reach the ropes or wait. Yeah. Impatience. Not something you'd expect out of a robot. Short arm knee strike. And now what? Normally I love watching an Akira Merene match because she can pull anything out at any time. But I think I hate watching the X-Drone because she can pull anything out at any time. This is for the Joshi Tag Team Championship of the World, ladies and gentlemen. It is your main event tonight. AWL 282 Season 15. Off to a roaring start the last couple of weeks. We've seen titles change hands. Are we going to see it again? What is this? Oh! Age of the Machines. Oh no, look at the strength, the power. No, DDT! Counter! the skill, the technique, the ability, the wherewithal of Dragoness saving the match here, I think. So we're about to approach the 15-minute point. This is the longest Joshi Tag Team Championship match in history. Second time, Royal Proclamation by the Queens of Wrestling. 1, 2, 3, 14 minutes and 42 seconds. Unbelievable.
Here are your winners on Still Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions, the Queens of Wrestling.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen, the Queens of Wrestling in the hardest fought match of their championship career, picking up the victory, retaining the tag team titles and the undefeated streak of Akira Medane still intact. Thank you for watching AWL 282. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I love to read them. Thank you very much. Korede, Shimarida.